folks, hope you're okay. A short video concerning gutter apologetics. Um, you know, people can live on the internet a lot, do YouTubes quite a lot, and when you do that, um, you can get your life unbalanced and have an unhealthy lifestyle. And it's good if you're a YouTuber or you go on the internet and do social media. It's good to have a break. It's good to have a life. Like for example, for me, we've got kids coming through the day. We're doing lots of charity work, mission work. The life's very busy, and so I don't get to do as much as I used to do years ago on the internet. But from my own experience, if you're just on the internet all the time making YouTube videos and stuff, you can end up having a mental breakdown because you are living in an unreal world, and you have to be in the real world doing normal things in life as well as doing your social media work, your YouTubing or whatever it is, and to get a balance in life. And uh, I just want to say that I do think like Mohammed Hijab. I don't want to say this to bring derogatoriness to him or to judge him in any way, but um, the poor man has had a bit of uh, some kind of emotional upheaval recently, and he's said things that have crossed the line about people's wives and things like that. I'm only mentioning this video for him and for people on the internet, and I hope for him this is not to pull him down or to criticise him. It's not to humiliate him or anybody else on the internet, but also on the Christian side as well. People are saying things and doing things that are not wholesome, they're not edifying, and they're not building people up. And it's because people are spending too much time on social media where you're losing a sense of reality, you're losing a sense of the real world. And because you lose a sense of the real world, you can end up having an emotional breakdown. And you can end up saying things that you regret later and damaging people's lives and damaging your own cause that you're standing up for. But because you're so wrapped up in your own little world and you're not in the real world, um, it's hard to see that. So I just pray that Mohammed Hijab would realise that he needs to take a break, that he's brought apologetics into the gutter. And also there are Christian apologists who who also need to take a break, who are saying things and doing things that, is it really edifying? Is it really edifying? Some of the things that are being said, some of the things that are being done. I'm not going to name names, I'm not going to mention things, but you know, some things are very funny, they're highly funny, like, I'll have to mention it, right? David Wood, but is it going to win people? Is it edifying? Does it edify the body of Christ? Does it edify the Muslim community in the sense that are they willing to listen more to the gospel? Are they willing to listen to more? I love David Wood, I think he's a great guy, he does a great work, but I just think that it's not going to help the situation. And all I'm saying is that people have to calm down and people have to deal with the arguments, deal with people's arguments, deal with people's arguments in a very respectful, scholarly way. We can have a bit of banter, a bit of cheeky fun, um, but Mohammed Hijab going after people's wives, saying things about their wives, that's just going to upset people and get people angry, and it's not fair to the families, it's not fair to people, and the reason why you're doing that is because you're unbalanced, you need a break. because you're spending too much time on social media and not enough time in the real world. And for those, for David who ate the Quran, the same. You need to get out more and just enjoy life a bit more. Do stuff with your family and just hang around with buddies. Go for a drink somewhere and just chill. You know, just chill. Um, so for both sides, apologetics needs to come higher. It needs to be a much higher level of respect, of academic discussion and debate, and all this attacking people's wives and showing disrespect to other people's religions um, is not right. It just isn't right. I mean, I don't agree with Islam. I don't agree with the Muslim apologists. But I know if I urinated on the Quran, if I ate the Quran, if I burned the Quran, it would get Muslims angry. So I would never do that. I want to win Muslims. I want to win them to the cause. I want to show them a different way. I want to show them respect. I want to show them the love of God. And so I wouldn't ever do that kind of thing because I think we have to be respectful. I might say some things with my guard down accidentally I shouldn't have said, and if I have, I would apologise for it. But you know, I think it comes down to people spending too much time on social media that they lose all sense of reality. Because if you're in the real world and if you're accountable, you know, I'm accountable to my wife, and that really helps me because she knows I'm accountable to people I'm working with here, but also I have a balanced life. I have a life with my wife. I have busy with children's work and youth work and lecturing in theology and evangelism. So I have a much more balanced life with my social media. Whereas years ago, you know, I was in a very difficult situation many years ago, and being on the internet was not good. I didn't have a balanced life, and I was unbalanced. I'd had a breakdown, and I was on the internet years ago, and it was not healthy for me. And I should have taken a break and had a more balanced life. And I'm seeing this, what happened to me repeating with Muhammad Hijab. What happened to me is happening with Muhammad Hijab. So, in one sense, I'm glad that Islam's falling apart, but in another sense, it makes me sad to see another human being, even though he's been horrible to our faith and to fellow Christians. You know, it makes me sad to see a fellow human being losing the. You know, I think you need a healthy life, mate, and just get more of a balanced life. And that goes for all of us. Because of this lockdown, everybody's on social media and stuff, but we all need to get back to more of a healthier life where we're doing things in life, in real life, helping people, evangelizing, and social media has to be bracketed as a little bit part of our lives, but it shouldn't be like a major part of our lives, because if it is, we'll end up becoming unbalanced. We end up we end up hurting ourselves because we don't live in the real world. You don't live in the real world, and you know, it affects relationships. It affects other people's faiths and beliefs because you end up saying things you shouldn't say because you're not living in reality. You're not being accountable to anybody, and you're not accountable for the words that you say and the actions that you do. So my advice to Muhammad Hijab is just go, just go and enjoy life. Just go and have a break, have a holiday. Take Ali Dawa with you and just have a break. Just go. You know, just have a break. Just have a chill pill and go and have a burger or a halal burger, whatever it is you have, and enjoy life and relax because you don't want to end up damaging yourself where the point is that there's a point of no return where no one will want to hang around with you if you, and in the end you might even damage other people physically and mentally. So you need to relax. And those who are Christian apologists need to be respectful. Um, we're to win people with gentleness and respect. If you are harsh with people, then it doesn't achieve anything. Fighting fire with fire does not achieve anything. But he says, blessed are the peacemakers. He says, love your enemies. And when a fellow human being is down, I made a video about Muhammad Hijab saying, you're done. And he's done, like, in terms of arguments for Islam. But in terms of a human being, he's a human being at the end of the day. And what you've done, what you've said, Muhammad Hijab, about apostate prophet and Samir, it's just disgusting. And it's really disgusting. It's really disgusting, and it has to stop. And I'm saying that it's down to you not living a healthy lifestyle. It's down to you having a mental, emotional breakdown. And you've got to, people around you have got to chat with you and sit you down and tell you to have a break. You need to go for a break. And those who have made videos about Muhammad Hijab, and we all have, we need to just sit back and give him space. What he's done is terrible to apostate prophet. What you did to apostate prophet and Samir, what you've done to those people is horrendous. And you should acknowledge that you're not well, and you should sit back and take a break. If you don't acknowledge what you've done and how terrible what you've done, then and if you can't see that you're not well, then you're going to not only destroy your own career, you end up going to destroy your life, and you end up going to destroy other people around you. So you need to go on holiday, and people need to leave him alone and let him recover, and just dismantle his arguments, dismantle him on his arguments. And apostate prophet and Samir, what they've gone through the last few days, they need a break, because what's happened to them is not right. What has happened to these guys? These are two atheist guys. They're actually the best atheists I've ever come across. Like, these two guys are really nice guys, right? They're really nice atheists. And what has happened to them, what they've gone through, is not right. It's not right to have their wives posted, Samir's friend talking about him to Muhammad Hijab, about his personal life. It's just ain't right. It not only ain't right, it's really abusive. It's really abusive, and it could cause people. These guys are strong guys. They're mentally strong, but someone else, it could cause them to commit suicide. It could cause their marriages to break up. It could cause their careers to be destroyed because of the things that Muhammad Hijab has said and done concerning these guys. And these guys need a break. These guys need a rest. To go under the emotional strain that they've gone under the last couple of days, it's been horrendous. They need a break. So you guys need a break. You guys need to take a step back. Your marriages are more important than YouTube and fighting Islam. Your own personal mental strength is more important, that you're well, that you're okay, because the abuse that you've gone under and the threats and the intimidation the last few days, nobody should go through that kind of stuff. It's not right. And I love David Wood. David Wood's a great guy, but fighting fire with fire, in the end, what happens is it ends up ugly for both sides in the end. I know, I've been there. I've been there years ago when things escalate on the internet. It gets uglier and uglier and uglier. It ends up becoming gutter apologetics, and the main issue that you want to focus on is lost sight of. I'm just saying, take a chill pill and have a break. Just rest. Everybody. Those who've been abused, those who are not well, those who are absolutely... David Wood, you make me laugh. You're a funny guy. You've just got to all take a chill pill and bring the level of debate to a higher level and be respectful. And I pray that Muhammad Hijab, that you get your rest, that you come back in a proper way, where you properly conduct yourself in a proper debate way, and you learn from your lesson. And I pray that Apostate Prophet and Samir, they get the rest, because the abuse that you've had, it would turn anyone insane. That you've come through this is a testimony to your characters, but it's not nice, it's not good that you've gone through this stuff. You need to break. You need a break. You're not Superman. You're human beings at the end of the day. And to have your wives plastered like that and attacked, nobody should have to go through that stuff. Nobody. That is just beyond the pale. Don't care who you are. No apologist has a right to attack your family. No one. And what he did is out of order. But we can forgive him if he's not well. But it's up to him to be an adult and to recognize that he's not well and take a break. If he doesn't take a break and he continues this kind of conduct, it's going to be a tragedy for that man and his family. So my advice to anybody who's doing apologetics on the internet, you've got to get a balanced life. Get a balanced life. Spend time with your wife. Spend time doing the work that you want to do in the real world, and then bracket some time for your social media work. But if you're on the social media all the time, I guarantee you at some point you'll all have a nervous breakdown. Because it's not reality. It's not the real world. And because it's not the real world, you'll end up not being accountable for some of the things that you say. And then you end up building a false ego, a false image of yourself, which is not rooted in reality or the real world. And once that ego is popped, you'll end up trying to defend yourself, and you'll end up saying things and end up in YouTube internet drama that becomes gutter apologetics, where you end up saying things and doing things that you regret. You end up damaging yourself, you damage other people. It's all because you're not living a wholesome life where it's balanced. You need to have a balanced life. Go and play table tennis, go and play snooker, go and play cricket, go and play football, go for a swim, go and take your kids out to Burger King and have a burger. Go and just do some normal things in life, and then you'll get a more of a better perspective on things in life. That's my advice to people. But don't sink to gutter apologetics, and take a break. Alright, God bless you. This is someone who made mistake. I've made the mistake, so I know what I'm talking about. I could write a book on it. I'm an expert at it. I'm an expert of years ago where I didn't have a balanced life and I made some huge mistakes. So I'm giving Mohammed Hijab the benefit of my experience, and I'm giving people out there who are doing internet ministry the benefit of my experience. Get a balanced life and bracket your social media with your balanced life. Don't make your social media everything, or else you'll end up having a breakdown. God bless you. Love you all, and take care. Hope you get better, Mohammed Hijab. Take care.